Good risings, dear family. Wagwan to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. I just want to say a few things. Just going to put a few things in this video and post it on the internet. Say a few words out loud. For starters, I can really see myself one day giving Brother Ibrahim Traore a fist bump. Greeting. I can really see myself doing that someday. I really can. But even still, with all those joyful thoughts there, I know what all this is really going to boil down to: business, global child manumission. Unfortunately, as I'm getting ready to do any of this, I ain't gonna be able to make no friends. None. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just throw a bunch of words out here for this video here. Just throw a bunch of words. I'm gonna make some of these, throw some personal words out here. Throw some personals out here. Just a few personals. Because like I said, I really want to focus on global child manumission. I don't really want to focus on just one person. I need to, my vision is on everyone and everybody at all times. I only use my personals to maybe push a certain style of momentum. You follow me? You know what? My government name is Travis. That's my government name. You won't hear me use that too many times. The name that I'm sticking with for this purpose and for this cause and for this mission and for this journey is God's first lieutenant, God's first, or the soul's first lieutenant, soul first. I am the soul's first lieutenant, soul first. That's my stage name or character name there for this character I'm cooking up to serve it to the world ice cold and hot, lukewarm at the same flipping time. Here's some more personals I want to throw out here. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Might as well, because I got something I'm gonna say after it that's gonna really give me a chance to solidify my stance with this goal here. I've been single my entire life. Never been married, never had kids. Do I want a woman in my life? It's not about a want, I need one. But that's the problem. Do I have some kind of issue with getting one? No. I have all the confidence in the world to talk to a woman. Really do. I love women. I love our women. But the thing is, when you have spies that are trying to stop you from even talking to a skinny girl, and then like one day you can go out and let's say you're at a gas station, right? And a woman that you were slowly becoming familiar with, you go reach out to her, and then some fat, recessive genoclassed individual just pops out of nowhere and screams, "I love you" at this girl all day long, and she don't even know what's going on. She just thinks to herself, she must have a real one. Is he serious? Is he for real? Is what's going on in her head? Is he serious or is he for real? What's going on in her head, right? Thing is, he wasn't serious in regards to being with you, my sister. He was only serious in the regards to stopping me from being with you, my sister. It makes no difference. I'm about to say something in a moment. So yeah, I've been single my entire life. The only type of experiences I've had, about 3 months. About 3 months with a woman. Twice. 4 times. Yeah, about 4 3-month experiences. I don't consider them relationships. Don't care what our words were. Those were just 90-day experiences right there in my youth. Why did they last so shortly? Well, I have been overwhelmed with traumas soul. And no, I'm not talking about the yak. I'm talking about what hit me in here and all throughout the physical body. That's what caused my so-called relationships to be short within my life. But they were just experiences, as I said. No relationships, only experiences. Now, more damages have come my way, which makes it even harder for me to make a proper approach unto women with such incredibly high, overwhelmingly high moral standards. So now, after witnessing it only getting worse, I'm just going to say these words out loud now. I ain't never dating again. Ever. I'm completely done with dating. I just want to stop dating completely. Oh yeah, I want to say these words out loud too. Maybe some of my sisters can help me with this agenda here. I want to give up on dating completely. Eagerly. Overwhelmingly stop trying to date. I really want to. I don't want to date ever again. I really don't. Yeah. I don't want to date ever again. I really don't. Do I want to be single for the rest of my life? Or for the rest of my living in this physical reality? As long as it remains like this, yes, I really do. Why is it so hard to stop? Because, for one, I know why I need a woman in my life. I know why I need one. You follow what I'm saying? I know why I need one. I need a woman, and I know why. However, I don't ever want to try again. Ever. I'm not going to tell. I'm just going to say these words next. Why is it so hard to stop trying, though? Oh, that's simple. It's because what I need in my life that I do not desire to pursue anymore, or for any reason, or even date at all, period, is consistently in front of me half naked. You look overwhelmingly desirable. I'm going to ask these words out loud. Because, yeah, that's why it's so hard to stop dating, because our women make it hard to give up because of how they appear to us every day. So I want to ask this question right here. My sisters, primarily the ones in this country, because everywhere else on the world, I mean, if you want to count Australia, they got some feminists over there as well. Africa, Alkebulan, the feminist population is starting to grow there because it's an influence. It's an indoctrination. It has to get into the minds of our women in order to pollute them. It has to. But if they have strong principles that they were raised with, then the feminist agenda wouldn't have any type of effect on them at all. And even a man with some major flaws, as long as your character and behavior are okay for that woman, you'll be good for her. The thing is, the indoctrination is what keeps them away from us, regardless of what we got in our pants. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what we got in our pants. The indoctrination will keep them away from us, or in a desire to dominate us, or in a desire to lead us into senseless directions. They can't lead. They're not structured to lead because of how they were forced into this world. I know how our sisters were created. I know how our sisters got here. They are not built to lead. Men are not built to lead because of what happened for them to be in this world. Crazy, right? Yeah, men are not even built to lead. Seems like it though, doesn't it? It ain't. They're not. If the power that gave women their abilities to live was still inside of us, yeah, we would be built to lead then, definitely. But we're not even built to lead anymore. You want to know what we're built to do? We are built to sustain, provide, protect. That's what we are built to do now. Cater to or till, if you see where I'm actually going with this. Not be enslaved, be farmers, astrologists, architects, anatomists, people who know how to take care of themselves and all of those around them. Pretty much. Fathers, man. We are meant to be fathers of everything, taking good care of all things. From what my understanding sees. Take that however you want. See it however you want to see it. I just honestly believe that every man on the planet is meant and or destined to be a great father. That's just all I see it. That's just how I see it for right now. Every man on the planet needs to live in peace, respect, balance, and progression. Every man. Be a great dad to all things. Best way you can. I mean, if you think about it logically, the indoctrination has everybody on the planet acting like children. Selfish and stingy minds. My toy, right? My feelings. Oh yeah, I want to ask this question to our sisters. See, only because you're under this SSIE translation, stupid, stricken indoctrination entrenchment, I will always love you, my sisters. How you behave, I will always despise due to why you're behaving the way you are, which is incorrectly. Stop behaving like this so I can just all the way love you. I don't want to half love you and then half opposite, you know? I just want to love all the way you. That's fun. It's fun to just love. It really is. I want to ask my sisters this question. So, due to you being under this SSIE, and only due to it, you know that the majority of the men out here are what you would deem undesirable according to your feeling standards, right? So, why do you dress half naked to attract them, knowing that you're going to reject them? Why do you do that? Are you trying to play the enemy's game of see every man alive suffer to death? That's what it would seem like. That's not who you are. It's just who you pretend to be because someone told you to pretend to be like it without even knowing that they were telling you and without even knowing that you were learning how to be as what you are. I'm going to be a giant shield in your life somehow or some way. Moving forward though. But yeah, my sisters, you know the majority of the men on the planet currently are unattractive according to your feeling eyes, right? So why do you still continue to dress half naked to attract them? Because here's the reality. No matter where you go, looking like that, due to the indoctrination. Because see, I can see if you were, I'm going to go back to it. I'm not going to skip it. I can see if you were tribal, you follow me, and it was a tribal thing to be so revealing, you know. That's a tradition that came from, I don't need to speak on it right now, but let's just keep it at the simple fact that there are tribes out here that dress really revealing in their culture, really revealing. Yeah, I get that, but see, we are in this country, this culture, this tribe, so to speak. No, this country's not a tribe, but still, I just like to see everything as a tribe anyways. I mean, I am getting you all to one soul tribe, one foundation. Moving forward though, we are in this country where men are overwhelmingly deprived all over the place. Most men in this country haven't had a woman say a proper word to him his entire life. Most men in this country have had women abuse them their entire lives. Most men in this country have had endless rejections. Most men in this country have been get rejected about 5 to 6 times a day. And not a single yes or a single okay. Most men in this country go days, weeks, months without trying to talk to a woman. Most men do. How do you think they go years being single? I personally have been single now for 23 years, 24, I believe. Technically my whole life, because not even that woman that I had way back in those days would be considered a relationship. None of them were. Just experiences. You want to know what a relationship is? One that lasts till you die. Period. Never had one of those. Never had children. Never had any of them last a year or 2 years. Don't matter. I'm just using it as an example to say some things next. So yeah, I'm never dating again in my life ever. Or at least as long as this world remains the way it is, I will do everything in my power to stop dating. But here's the thing, like I said, our women make that difficult, and that's what also gives the enemy more ammunition to use our women against us. Why do you think everything's so hypersexualized? The enemy knows how men are going to get if they are deprived of their women so long, come to the revelation that you actually really need them in your lives, and then try to pursue, but getting consistently rejected because, you know, a lot of things transpired which took away your ability to make the changes necessary in order to entice or influence her enough to want to stick with you. If that makes sense. If we can just fix ourselves, our women would just love us, because that's how everything started anyways. Everything was good with them. We need to be able to fix ourselves, but the government and or the enemy of the world that wants us to go through these problems is preventing us from fixing these problems. And due to us not being able to fix these problems, our women do what we do. We got problems, they gonna have problems. We confused, they gonna be confused. We lost, they gonna be lost. If we are subjugated, so are they. Oh yes, my good brothers, I heard what you said. Valueship, that's cool. And also the other one, companionship. I like them both. However, due to us being at war, I see our women as partners. That's not going to change for me. But just me personally, you don't have to agree with what I say. Companionship is dope. Valueship is dope. Any kind of proper shipping with our women, as long as it's not a slave ship, is great. As long as we are good with them and we can just love them as we properly are as we are destined and properly need to do. We can just love them as we are destined to and as we properly need to do right now today. We need to fix ourselves. They need to fight with us, not against anymore. They are being told to fight against us. Ah, yes, I wanted to make sure I get this question asked properly. My sisters, you do realize that in this country here, the majority of the men out here have been deprived their entire lives. So why do you continue to dress half naked? Because here's the reality. If you dress half naked, you will attract every man's eye, especially the men who've been deprived. And when these men come, you're going to reject them. You're going to reject them. You are going to. You're playing the game. It's a sinister game, a very evil and sinister game that you're playing with us all, but you're still playing it. Cover up. This country has millions of severely defeated men right now. Millions of them, even the ones in the military, doesn't matter. This world itself, not just the country, the entire world has a serious, or not the world itself, the ethos of the world. I'm going to be more specific. The very ethos of the world has a serious, severe hatred towards things like me. Why? Because things like me have the power to stop things like it. And if we were all at full power, we would all do what is necessary to stop it and its body completely without any remorse or pity at all. Oh man, sounds like you're talking about war, huh? Global war, World War III? No. Just stop some things from killing us, that's all. Or at least say some things out loud that'll stop it from ruining our lives to play games. Sinister games. Passports should be illegal, by the way. We shouldn't need passports to get around. The only reason why we even have passports is so the enemy's body can play more games. Keep us all in prison to this land so we can't get over here and stop Congo from being slaughtered to make cell phones. Keep us stuck in this belief that we need this little book with these little pictures and ink on it and some more feelings telling you, hey, listen, you can't go over here. You can't do something. Here we go again with this. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do something without this. Because by the law, BKA, our feelings on the piece of paper, it says so. To hell with all your laws. Break free, my family. Sisters, why do you dress half naked knowing that virtually every man in this country is going to be something you would repel? Why do you do it? I can answer that question for you, but you wouldn't believe it. But due to me intentionally wanting to start some global controversy, I'm going to say it anyways. You want to know why you do it? Because you want to attract a man so you can reject them, because you enjoy how men are deprived of you. You enjoy how men are deprived of you. Lots of you, not all, a lot of you enjoy the fact that you have knowledge of our suffering due to our lack of you. A lot of you enjoy knowing that. But then it's getting to a point where men are saying, screw it completely. The whole MG toe, right? If the MG toe and the feminism make its proper stand within the minds of my family, we will be separated forever. Do y'all not see that this is exactly what the enemy wants? Us all to be divided. Am I saying this because I want to find a girlfriend through this? Or a woman or a wife? Am I saying all of this to find one through these? No. I am tired of dating. I never want to date again, ever. So I'm going to ask, or at least put some words out here to say to my sisters, can y'all at least dial it down with the way you dress in this country? Something. Now I get it. Like I said, other tribes, they reveal, but it's like you all are only dressing to attract the men to attract men, period. But the majority of the men in this country are what you are not going to like at all. So why do you dress so provocative anyways? It's not because you want to look pretty. It's because you want to attract the men. But the majority of the men in this country are what you would not like at all. So when they come, you reject them. And that puts them in a state of uncomfort and dis-ease and mental conflict. The enemy wants us to fight with something all the time. Why do you? You are a challenge for us. You're making life hell. Stop. Do something better. Stop making our living hell. What do you get such a kick out of doing it? We want to focus on how to fix all of these problems. But due to how difficult you are making it to be able to not do that, we cannot fix these problems. Which in turn gives you more room to just keep blaming it all on us. And at the end of the day, all we want to do is really love you. If we can just fix these problems. Help us fix these problems so we can love you properly. You all can go back to being good. Then again, feminists would say things like, oh no, you're subjugated that way. Women are subjugated while they're happy? That makes no sense. But according to evil, it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to screw your life up. And they are allowed to stand. My sisters, my sisters and my brethren, we all need to come together and focus on fixing all of our problems. Please, man. Do us right. My sister, stop making it so difficult. You don't even need to really come back to us in so many ways. Just help us win this war. Our grandchildren and our children's children, they can enjoy that reality. We can't because you won't let us, for one. So let's at least Let's at least get the Ngoji woman warrior spirit resurrected in your mind so you can start doing some more government dismantling, some more belief system dismantling, some more reaching out to the younger girls for them to come up and be better, and in the return to the world of farming, at least do. Well, asking y'all to do anything to help the world is like not gonna happen. Well, at least because of the way you are currently. We just really need you to be better. We really need you all to be better. We really do. I do, especially. So I'm sending these messages, record myself talking and posting it on the internet. Moving forward, though, how about my sisters, how about instead of the cause of ensuring a man's life would be miserable, how about fighting for the cause of ensuring our children will be free? Global Child Main Mission. Why not? You'll never date any of us. We can't regenerate or grow anything back while we are trapped in this world that you all want us to be trapped in, so you can have your fancy careers and your fancy cars, even though they all fairy tales and distractions, and your college degrees, which are also distractions. All they did was teach you secretly how to hate us. Remember, the indoctrination says you don't need no man, right? Ain't that what it tells you to say? Out of nowhere, along with get your career and your bag together. Ain't that what it tell you to say? You got all this government welfare. You don't need no man. Why is that mixed in there? Who told you to mix it in there like that? Something very evil did, and you bought it. Why? Because there have been eons of curses inflicted upon our family, which taught us how to accept some of the most stupidest things you can possibly think of. And I am telling you this because I want you to save yourself from it and our children. You ain't gonna save me. You ain't gonna save yourself either. But could you at least try to save our children? Then again, how can you remove splinters from someone else's eyes when you got planks in your own? I don't ever want to give up on y'all. Ever. I really don't. But the way I need to reach you, it's going to require a really, really aggressive, firm talking and touch. Sweet on the tongue, bitter in thy belly. There will be a season of fighting. Unfortunately, there will be a season of fighting. My sisters, help your brothers fight this war. Help us win. Stop trying to keep us stuck and trapped in it. That is what you are doing. Whether you know it or not, you are keeping us stuck in this reality of hell on earth. Long story short, my sisters, stop being sellouts. I want to say something about the migrant crisis real quick. Have any of you heard of a fake alien invasion? They have been talking about running a fake alien invasion. I'm going to say these words right here. I'm going to close it out. The migrant crisis is leading us to, well, this whole, I don't like to call them migrants. I don't. They're just people from a different part of the living room we live on. This planet is like a giant living room. The only reason why people have different beliefs and different styles of talking and different languages is because who this illegal world government is. This illegal government that we all have here is the reason why we have so many different beliefs, so many different characters, so many different traits, so many different country names, so many different languages, 7,100 of them, so many different tribes. The illegal government and its hyper division ideologies is the reason why there's so much difference amongst the people. But no matter what, even though they don't claim what you claim, what is you, a gang or something? Just because you're from a different country, what is you, a country gang? Is that what this is? Just because you don't claim what you claim, just because they don't claim what you claim, they're not one of you. You are all so nescient. I have many words to call you other than unaware or someone who lacks knowledge. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's going to be the name of this video. That migrant crisis is leading us to a fake alien invasion genocide. Holograms in the sky from all the technology they force us to build for them. That's why most of them are getting sent to the areas we are in, because they're planning to put the holograms in the sky once a message like this surfaces enough, and it starts sinking into the hearts and minds of the people, and it brings some peace throughout. And all of the things that they did to push these people into being criminals as they were dragging them over here from their countries, dragging them over here, paying them, giving them all these little wet dreams and hyper fantasy lands, and paying for all this and paying for all that just to put them over here and put them in our neighborhoods to kill us all together. Fake alien invasion genocide. That is what's coming through this migrant crisis here. Or a civil war. Because here's the thing. They told us all that these people were criminals and evil. None of them are, really. A lot of them, I mean, then again, I'm not seeing the whole thing, right? Because, I mean, y'all got a lot of videos up that says migrants done did this, migrants done did that. But then the ones I'm seeing ain't doing nothing. And it's a lot of them I'm seeing. Just because it's my own personal perspective, I see virtually a city full of them. Ain't no wars. They got grocery stores now. They ain't killing us. We can go in there and shop. That don't seem evil to me. But you let the government who brought them over here tell you, yeah, it's evil. Hey, here's the thing. Didn't they do that with us too? Label and describe us as monsters and dragons and demons and beasts. Yeah. I just wanted to say those words. My family, be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all.